Hello everybody, it's Nicola here. Welcome back to Dragon Quest IX Sentinels of the Starry Skies. Last time we defeated Morag, finished the story of the White Knight, and we're here in Stornway, having collected our nice reward from the king. Now just before we start off here, I actually missed a little cutscene just at the end of the last part, so I'll just show you that right now. So our next port of call is to head back to the Starflight Express. But first, a small detour. If we head into the inn here, we actually have a really cool thing available to us now. Oh hi Nicola, welcome back. Everyone's talking about how the wandering minstrel Nicola saved Stornway. You should hear them. You've become quite the celebrity. I must say I'm getting quite a lot of attention just because I'm friends with you. Oh yes, before I forget, I found this when I was cleaning out the cellar. It's a pot for doing alchemy in. Apparently an impoverished alchemist left it to pay off his bill ages ago. I'm not sure how you use it, but it's a nice looking old thing, so I thought I'd pop it up here to brighten the place up a bit. Oh yes, very tasteful. It's beautifully made as well. Yep, I've got a good feeling about this old thing. We have now unlocked alchemy. All that stuff you were picking up this whole time and you had no idea what to do with it, this is what you do with it. Oh phew, oh phew. What? Asleep? Goodness gracious, what an absurd suggestion. Absolutely not. Oh, and you are able to hear my dulcet tones, it seems. How fortunate for you. Meet the master of metamorphosis, the magical monarch of mutation, the tin pot king of alchemy himself. Crackpot. Alchemy, my girl, is the ancient art of mixing items together to create something that exceeds the sum of its parts. And I offer this splendid service at little or no cost. No, thank me later. That is, you do want to use me, I take it? Sure, Crackpot, let's give it a go. His name is awesome, of course. You do? Excellent. Oh, not I had any doubt you would say yes, of course. You're clearly aching to get alchemizing. Which means it's high time we started cooking something up. Oh, but I must give you this first, naturally. The Alchenomicon. And we can learn some recipes for strong medicine, special medicine, and superior medicine, as well as strong antidote, special antidote, and soft wort. And we can now access the Alchenomicon from the Battle Records menu. Sweet! The Alchenomicon is an indispensable tome that allows the alchemist to record and replicate recipes for oodles of exciting items. You only have a meagre repertoire of recipes at the moment, but scour the bookshelves for the world and that will soon change. Therein lie the true treasures of alchemy, the juicy secrets of the occult art. We mustn't let ourselves get carried away. No, even the most eminent alchemists start from humble beginnings. So the first item on the agenda is to select your method of alchemy. If I may, I would recommend alchemizing from a recipe. So at this point, you can use any recipes that you have to create items, and the game gives us some pretty decent recipes to start off with here. Essentially just more powerful healing items that can heal paralysis and poison as well as restore some HP. So this stuff is all pretty good. If you do happen to know recipes without actually obtaining them in the Alchenomicon, you can try your luck and select ingredients. But there's nothing that I particularly want to make at the moment. But I will be 100% completing the Alchenomicon, of course. So we'll be spending a lot of time with this guy. But for right now, we're ready to head out, finally, to the Starflight Express and see if we can actually get it moving. That would be ideal, right? Oh, some coagulants spawned back in there. So we're just gonna run back to the mountain pass. I'm sure you know where that is by now, so I'll just meet you over there. Hang on a minute. The Starflight looks exactly the flappin' same. I was sure we'd given it a new lease of life by now. If the Almighty had noticed all our good work and decided to help out, it'd be all glowing. I can't have got the wrong end of the gear stick on this one, can I? No, of course not. What am I saying? Come on, I'm sure it'll perk up once we get inside. I don't believe it. It all looks exactly the flappin' same. And after we went to all that trouble, has the Almighty decided to turn a blind ear on us or something? Yikes! What was that? The whole thing moved when you came in just then. When you came in! That's it, Nicola! The benevolence you got from helping the knight has given you back some of your Celestian powers. Looks like my first instinct didn't stink after all. The Starflight will fly if she has a Celestian on board. But first you need to help people so you can get your powers back. Get back all of your powers and we'll have the old girl flying like a dream again. We better flat-foot over to that town beyond the checkpoint. I bet it's cram-packed with people in need of our help. Woohoo! There's hope at last! Time to disembark on a mission of mortal mercy. Haha! Alright, Stella. We'll head out then. Can't fly quite right now, but perhaps soon. There is hope on the horizon. So what we're going to do now is head into a new area. Gasp! Feels like we've been hovering around these parts for quite a while. So we're going to be heading over to a new part of the map that actually crosses a bridge that was blocked before by some guards. So it's actually just on the eastern side of the castle over here. So just 1 second and I'll meet you over there because it's a little ways to run. Alright, we've made it. Hello. Yes, we can go through the checkpoint now. The monsters up ahead are a good deal stronger though, so mind how you go. Yes, there are gonna be quite a few new monsters around here, so bear with me folks. It's just gonna be one of those parts, I think. So yeah, lots of new enemies here. So this is Eastern Coffin Well. Coffin Well being the name of the town that we're heading to right now. So on the way, as usual, I'm just going to point out the couple of spawn points for items that are around here. And we'll take a look at some of the new monsters that we can find. So first spot on our travels is right here. We have some slipweed. Whoa. Can we run away from this guy? Yes. Okay, perfect. So yeah, there's a couple little bits and pieces around here, so we'll just have a nice run around. It's more like Stornway, but it's in autumn. That's basically the kind of vibe that this place is going for. It's pretty nice around here. There's some wooded areas and some open areas. And like I said, quite a few new monsters, so as soon as we've picked up our other item spawn point, we will get straight to it. No, don't do it! Oh, dang it. Well, I guess we could start things off here since this is the first enemy that was on my list to find regardless. This is the Leafy Larrikin. They flutter their leafy bodies to evade attack and sometimes summon their buddies, the Badger Majors. Cross the breezy autumn's eve through the dells of Coffin Well, lo, how the larrikin larks, by L. Larrikin. So the annoying thing about these guys is that they can summon more of their kind, and you can end up with a ridiculous amount of monsters in one battle. They can also summon this guy, who's an enemy we'll go over in the next area. Still in this video, but he's easier to find in the next area, so we're just gonna ignore him for now. But yeah, definitely want to take these guys out as quickly as possible, otherwise their numbers will just skyrocket and you will have, you know, potentially 6+ enemies on the screen, which is far too many. Though we should be fine because we're level 10 and 11. Oh, he blocked with his leaf shield. What a guy. Yeah, we're at good levels here, so shouldn't be any worries for enemies, but just always be prepared and be careful. So over here there's actually a spawn point for some superior medicine, which is something that we can now make, of course, thanks to alchemy. So aside from that, that's all of our items that we can find here, so let's make a start on defeating the rest of these monsters, shall we? Start off with this guy. 2 of them. 2 for the price of 1. These are Clockwork Koukos. Mechanical birds that are neither moved by beauty nor motivated by revenge. Fry their circuits with lightning spells. They're proudest when pounding all their enemies at once with weapon-like wings by busting out Bird Cutter. Yeah, that's their special ability and it can actually do quite a bit of damage. Like these guys that we saw in the Hexagon, these are sort of upgraded versions, so they have a lot of defense and less HP, so all in all they work out just about the same, but they are a little bit tougher to fight for people like Sakura, who doesn't have very much attack power. Roxy, however, myself, well, maybe not me, but Ricky for sure can make a dent in these guys. A literal dent, because they are metallic. Alright, perfect, taking them out. Ooh, some experience. I guess we were really close to level 11. The good news is, we're almost ready to start allocating our skill points. So look forward to that in the next video. I'm actually going to be talking about skill points a little bit more, but just for now, as before, we're going to hold on to them. Just let them pile up. And we got a free Chimera Wing, which is always nice. So let's move on to the next enemy. Say hello to the really gross looking Slugger. They know a dazzling array of dastardly dances, but run out of steam rather quickly. They're moving every moment, beating bare feet against the ground in time with the unremitting rhythm of the earth. Yeah, these guys are kinda gross. Usually they're more dangerous amongst other monsters, because what they'll do is they'll do a dance to raise the other monster's tension. Otherwise, they'll try and distract your party members with other kinds of dances, but luckily we just found this guy on his own, which was pretty lucky. They're kind of dangerous in a pack when they urge each other on, so good thing we just found the one. And very good timing as well. Oh, here we go. Speak of the devil. Here he is again. But anyways, let's focus on the new enemy here, the Chariot Chappie. These crazy carters careen into combat, crashing into the competition and occasionally causing them to cramp up. Nihilistic nudge-ups, they wander the wilds with their treacherous chariot chums, laying waste to all who get in their way. Yeah, these guys can actually do an awful lot of damage. So here he goes, boosting the tension, like I said. So these guys can actually do a move where they'll charge at your character and potentially knock them off their feet. Did not happen that time, which is good. And that means that that character is inactive for 1 turn. So if you don't have very many party members, that can be kind of difficult to deal with, but we're good in our very strong team of 4. Also, I've leveled up to level 12 and I learned a new spell, which is Whoosh, which is a wind spell that can target multiple enemies. Oh, and here's Sakura joining the level 11 ranks, and she has Cock-a-doodle-doo, which is really good. That'll wake us up from sleep. Very, very helpful. She's good at not only healing HP, but healing status conditions as well. Sakura is going to be a huge help on our journey for sure. But we have only 1 more enemy to find, so hopefully I could just run into it, like right now. That'd be really good. No? Okay, give me a second and I'll try and find it. Oh, never mind. We got it. Here's the final enemy that we're going to be fighting. Oh my gosh, 3 of them. Alright, fair enough. These are morphine mushrooms. Tawdry toadstools that spew forth sweet breath and are slathered in spores that can send foes to sleep. They're so small because they're always mistaken for seats and sat on by fellow beasts every year at the Monster AGM. Oh, what a shame. They just get sat on so they're all squished. Alright, let's start taking these guys out. With 3 of them, we could be at risk of being put to sleep here. Sakura, of course, did just learn the spell to wake people up, but of course she was the one that fell asleep. So, interestingly, usually when a character is hit they wake up, but because of these guys' special ability, they actually put her into an even deeper sleep by hitting her. So they're kind of troublesome if they get all of your party members asleep. We'll see if we can avoid it. Roxy's fine. Ricky's fine. Alright, they should be able to finish this guy off for sure. Well, I'm just asleep, Sakura's just asleep. Good thing our hard hitters weren't affected. That's the main thing. Alright, just like that. Perfect. Decent amount of experience there. Ooh, a treasure chest. A bell cap. Nice. Alright, with that, it is now evening time. So let's try and make it to the town without having any more encounters if possible. Perfect. We have arrived. Hello. I don't mean to speak out of turn, but I'd keep away from this place if I were you. Coffin Well's days are numbered, you mark my words. If you don't want to perish along with the rest of us, be on your way. Gosh, that sounds rather intimidating. If you want to know what's going on here in Coffin Well, you should go have a word with the mayor. Mayor Laria lives in the mansion up on the hill bit at the back of the town. You can't miss it. Alright, well it's night time, so let's stay at the inn and heal up, I think. That'd be a good idea. Hello. We're on holiday here, but my wife's fallen ill. If only we'd gone to Angel Falls for our honeymoon instead. Oh no, she's not well. Never been ill in my life until now. Oh, poor thing. She's got bunny ears on. Ooh, pop socks. That's actually kind of a cool item. Hold up. Let me just see if this would work for Sakura. It's probably better than the contrasters. Yeah, look at that. Big defense. Okay, anyways, let's stay at the inn here. Yes. 20 gold coins, we shall stay overnight. I love the jingle for staying at the inn. It's very pretty. Alright, well things seem kind of down here, so we should go talk with the mayor like that man suggested. Hey pal. I wanted to play with my friend, but she's gone to bed already, so I can't. Huh, I don't get it. Why's she gone to sleep when it's still light? I guess she must be ill as well. We'll explore the shops and stuff a little bit after. If you look after your body like what I do, you don't have to worry about no disease. But the women and kids and the old codgers need to be careful. It's plenty of them suffering now. You know, it's bloomin' hard not being able to do nothing when your town's survival is on the line. Jeez, it's really bad here, huh? Alright, we'll go see the mayor, see what we can do about this. Hello. If you're here to see the master, you'll find him in the library upstairs. This house has long been the most distinguished in Coffin Well, so there are many old manuscripts and the like. That's what brought Dr. Fleming to Coffin Well, in fact. He wanted to read through the manuscripts for his research. The master was happy to accommodate him at first, but then all that business with Miss Katerina happened, and... oh dear, I really shouldn't be gossiping like this. Alright, let's go see him then. So that's what it says. Oh, it's no use. I don't understand a word of it. I'll have to rely on his help after all. I have no choice. I must do something before any more people suffer needlessly. Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't realize I had a guest. I'm Mayor Laria. May I assist you with something? You're concerned about what's going on here in Coffin Well. Very well, I'll tell you all I know. I'm sure you're already aware that Coffin Well has been hit by a contagious disease. The fact is, the very same disease attacked the town a century ago. I started looking through ancient manuscripts for a solution, but I'm afraid I barely understood a word. I won't be beaten though. I passed them on to Fleming in the hope that he might be able to make some sense of them. I imagine it won't be long before he turns something up, but I'm afraid I'm rather loath to go and ask him in person. Of course! You care about what's going on here, don't you? In that case, perhaps you could pop along to Fleming's place for me and see how he's getting on. His house is just to the west of my mansion. Sorry to trouble you, but I really would appreciate it if you paid him a visit. Alright, I can do that, no worries. Also, this entire place and all the people in it are various puns and jokes related to coughing and illness, and the names are pretty great. I like it a lot. So let's go hear what Dr. Fleming has to say. The door is locked from inside and cannot be opened. Huh, that's interesting. We'll go into the house then. Hello? Oops, sorry, I must have dozed off. I seem to be doing that an awful lot lately. Oh, are you looking for Flemmy by any chance? Oh, I mean Dr. Fleming, my husband. Eehee, husband, I feel all silly calling him that. Do excuse my waffling. I'm afraid Flemmy's at work now in his laboratory. Really? The mayor asked you to go and see him, did he? Well, in that case, I'll go along with you and let you into the laboratory. Flemmy's a bit shy around strangers, you see. Oops, where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself, have I? I'm Flemmy's wife, Katerina. I'll go on ahead. Alright, no worries, let me just check all of your wardrobes and stuff. Classic, just casually having a conversation with someone and then looting all of their stuff. Nothing wrong with that, I'm sure. Can't believe Daddy would ask a stranger to visit Flemmy. Does he really find him that hard to talk to? Oh, you're here already. I'll just get him to open then. Katerina, is that you? What are you doing here at this hour? Sorry to disturb you, Flemmy. You have a visitor. Daddy sent a messenger to find out how you're getting on with deciphering the old manuscripts. Well, I suppose you better come in then. Yeah, I'm sure it's like really nice to meet you and everything, but I just want to check this particular bookcase. There's a book called Cheeky Battle Tips. Nicola takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. When facing a fella you're none too fond of, brandishing your behind's guaranteed way to get their goat. The cheek of it'll have them so raving mad that their battle tactics will go right down the pan, mark my words. Give it a go if you don't believe me. A little bit of rear end wiggling is the surefire way to start a fight in your favour. Nicola learns a new party trick. Now she can provoke people! Perfect! Anyway, hello Dr. Fleming, nice to meet you. I have 1,000,001 things to do at the moment, but I suppose a messenger from father-in-law takes precedence. So, what can I... that's right, you've come to find out how I'm getting on with those manuscripts, haven't you? You're forgetting something, Fleming, you haven't introduced yourself yet. I don't see how that matters. Silly time-consuming formality in my opinion. Oh, very well. Pleased to meet you. The name's Dr. Fleming. I study archaeology and the like. And you are? Nicola. Well, I'll try to remember your name, but I can't guarantee I'll be successful. Anyway, never mind that. I think I found a clue in the old manuscripts as to the nature of the illness that's been going around. Oh, Fleming, I knew you could do it! Around 100 years ago, some old ruins were discovered to the west of town. The people who discovered them rather rashly decided it'd be a good idea to venture inside. Little did they know that the terrible misfortune lay in wait in the form of a deadly contagion. It's this contagion that lies behind our current epidemic. According to the manuscripts, it's actually more accurate to refer to it as a curse than a disease. The townspeople were able to break the curse by sealing the contagion away in the ruins and blocking up the entrance. But for some reason the disease has managed to escape again? It's possible that the recent earthquake may have caused some damage to the seal that was keeping it contained. So all we have to do is go to the shrine and seal it away again. Indeed, although it's not quite as simple as it sounds. I'm probably the only one who'd be able to do it, in fact. Ooh, so you're going to fix the seal and save us all, Flemmy? Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt. It might even encourage your father to finally think me worthy of you. It would also be a good opportunity for me to explore the ruins, so I'm certainly not averse to the idea. The only problem is that the monster activity there is reportedly rather heavy, and I don't want to get hurt. Well, I'm sure I could do something about that. Perhaps you could report back to the mayor, and tell him what you've learnt. Now we know what's causing a disease, that's a huge step forward. You really are amazing, Flemmy. Oh dear, seems she's not very well either. Alright, let's report back to the mayor. I feel like I know what's coming next. I don't know about you guys. Alright, let's head into the mansion. Ah, I was wondering where you'd got to. So, what did you find out? Goodness, the disease is being caused by some kind of contagious curse? And the way to contain it is to fix some kind of seal in the shrine to the west of town? You say that Fleming is the only one capable of this? Very well, the situation is clear to me now. Well, you look like you can take care of yourself fairly well. I don't suppose I could interest you in going along with Fleming. Safety in numbers and all that. If he thinks the shrine is hazardous, then I'm sure he'd appreciate a bodyguard. Naturally, I'd make it worth your while. What do you say? Well, this sounds like a pretty big thing that needs doing, so I'll be glad to help. You'll do it? Excellent, excellent. Much obliged and all that. Well, we better not waste any time. Take this key to Fleming, won't you? Nicola acquires the Quarantine key. That's the key to the shrine to the west of town. You should be able to open it up with that. Fantastic. Sealing away a deadly disease is the perfect way to help people. Imagine how grateful they'll all be if we succeed. We'll have barnloads of benevolence. You'll be a fully fledged Celestian again in the wink of an eye. I suppose you're right, Stella. Also, we get to help people, but you know, that is our goal as well. Helping people to help ourselves. Is it selfish? I'm not sure. It's a win-win, right? Alright, let's go see Dr. Fleming. There's a lot of back and forth here. What's that key you've got there? Ta-da! Really? Father-in-law has asked you to be my bodyguard? Goodness, he did that for you? So he's managed to rope you into helping out, has he? Well, I suppose I have no choice then. I'd better go, hadn't I? I don't want the old man to think I'm all mouth and no trousers. I'm not quite sure it's like that, Flemmy. There's no time to stand about discussing the whys and wherefores. I need to leave for the shrine right away. It's off to the west of town. I'm heading there now. Don't keep me waiting. He's a little bit impatient, huh? Flemmy seemed rather het up. I do hope everything is okay. You'll be sure to look after him, won't you? I'm begging you. Don't worry about it, Katerina. We have got this. So, I think we're going to end things off here. We have a little bit more to do before the next dungeon, but I think we have time to do it in the next video. So, next time we'll be getting into our very next dungeon already, and it's a really fun one, and I'll tell you more about why when we get there next time. But look forward to spending those skill points. That's all I'll say. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next video.